Oba hini me bisu asante maso asante sikadwa firi nyame so asante ahini ifiri odman kuma ho asante sikadwa firi nyame so
eda ya wada afiap ma hankono de okononkon na bosum yetosum yenu no emu ade dunu nenum asenkasi ebisi asante mem ba ma owu ampasachi odi nipa nam tutubone ewo asante mem yete ne se krobe asante kotoko hene Otumfuo poku ware eda wada afiap ma hankono de okononkon na bosum yetoso yensa no mu ade dunu na nkono saa mere no na giase ankobia manwere ene nkoso fikuya wonom wo ahemfie no wonom de adesrede edika koto na nahema anim se mpanifo sebe adrebu ya yebo bi pomam enti womayen odehia ya ofata se ofura benwa na odisi Otumfuo poku ware amen edwada no a ye bosome miensa no mu ade dunu na nkono no enna na Asantehene na fie ko bi se wampem ohwe mu yi adehie enuma wonom de wondwa atoa koma ano no emu baako tie mfa no enten sikadwa so wone be makoko
ahini efri hinene ahini
bra wo yi be makoko de awie ye no yedne ko kire kumase himfo saame no na bantma hene baafo wi otosum num enna na woda wono ma no kumase himfo no obi an ka hwe yentia no wogi no tumu feso efiri se ebra no wote hodada no so de hibrantie no wo yi nipa obere no ho ase wodi nipa ni afei otofunu niema nyina pepepepepe wodi no ne susu ka ho eba saa no nana bantma hene baafo wi otosum num woma da sebere osebonzi otosum yenu yo ye mampon hene enyusia hene otuabofo kose no ema da sebere osebonzi soso ema nana mama hene womo Asantehene mu nyina ate se asema beni onu nyina so hia onu gi no tum se yinni ho asem bia esanse esikadwa kofi no a woyi ni nipa dada esanse no ya ho prapra o ya ho brase bunim nyansa kasa yem ni bibia mu kama enu nti ofata kunwa
no Asantehene onyame ehira
masi ko ma de maestre asan na kasa mbesi na meta na Asantehene masi so ko yi pa kama se dia na kuma sa sumu
eda na yedi ka bant ma hina o dia mani ebu bona na mampo na be kumfo ye waka ho kakra ni se eye ni gi se ahinsie akwansoro na no kwasefo ehwema ni na akọsọ pepe
ya bensu jina oluko anemo akanie se yedi kan ejina mama na nanyima satima anem ejina mabusia fonya anem ejina kudio nya anem ade asida kese ama asa kuma smile yedi kan ade amajase akobia manwere ne nkofo se asembaye ya kakra yedi ni dem yede betu monim wan muti kra man ko jina kra na mudi tumaye nanom yede masipi
yemfa odo ane asumdue nko an yemfa nyo ni enwie me nananom Asantehene ene adehye Any anano. Me mamma Cosacusa, Madame Wasipi, Ubi Uncle Fee.
The Napa Pudia, or in Papa, or Dunipa, or Penipasa, a Colau Penu, or Yanit set on one. A brand was, oh, BBN, Ubuadia, a Colacra, the Pan, or Befaswa on any of the castle. It's in Hama, your Wahasi, Mamma, your donor. Not don't intimate.
Otumfuo se tutia bebe wi a ye kan ho asem. Ne maame owo no ye fe na na fie kobi, ode hye fie kobi. Bra wo no no, na ne maame nya ni Asantehene. Enti ne ode na na fie kobi. Odi hema no ena akonwadin beye na na fie kobi se wampem otosom yenu. Ne papa so wo no so fe no brehia hene na na boache dankwa. Na na wofo ede ne to be makokudua. Ana se na na kokudua. Adomankuma se mewo na wo ho ene se. Ebra ne maame wo no no. Wo ya abofra ketekete nga no. Ne wo fa odi Asantehene e fense. Otumfuo se o se yadwuma prempe otosom yenu. Etutu ne nanko eko adehifie ho. Eko ma ne nua ba na fie kobi. Monero. Ena ode nsa to ne wo fa ase ya wa bayi ne mma so. Prensa ese ne se memo aba atenase saa enhira yi edi nanimu a bepem saa mere ebra be makokudu edi mfie na no ne wo fa ba ko efense hia ahene wo hene ba mensa bonsu ebete no efi ne maame efie ede ne kotena hia ahemfie Eda juada eye afia pma hankono de okronkron ne bosum ye toso na no mu adeduonu ne nsia saa dai ena krobia Asante kodroko hina ye yi no no e wose usai wo de kira Asanteman saa da no ye ne besia ba enwa so na aman hene so besu a kire
nyame ehira no wadi mfie du wo sika adwa so nyame abona ho ban Dio kron was so many night.
Le match de premier na le étiquette le bas je suis ça fait match mais ça fait là c'est tout il y a beaucoup un montre ça fait ɛne to no ho so wei no na n'akɔku di apɛ yi n'akɔku di apɛ yi n'akɔku akoto ɛbɛto aso ɔno nso do hɔ ɔmɛmɔ papa wɔ yɛ ɔno nso do hɔ na n'akɔku di apɛ yi maa yɛ ɔno nso kuu yɛ ne mu aso yɛ ɛna n'akɔku di ɔtɔ so mmienu ɔno nso do hɔ ɛna n'apɛpɛ yɛ a wɔdi ka yi akɔtu wɔ ni ɛbɛti di akantuma mu wɔn hɔ ɛna n'apɛpɛ ɔtɔ so mmienu wɔn ni mɔtɔ abɛbɔ yɛ asantuma akɔni bɛti di mu wɔbɛti pem kabrɛ ɛti kabo yi ɛma asantuma kabo mu ba yɛ ɛma asantuma gyina yɛ wɔn hɔ ɛna n'akɔku alo wɔn nso wɔdi akonnwa yi wɔn awo yi mu ni akɔku alo na mo tiɛ ne jɔ ama ghana kɔɔ yi a yɛ n'asantuma nyinaa wɔn nyinaa ti bi tu mu sɛ wɔn a wɔn nkɔ n'asantuma nkɔ ni yɛ yiri no ma ne ghana mɛ nyinaa yɛ yiri no ɛnɛ ɛduru so. Nana no na yi na ɛni ma ti yi nko ne asantuma si ɛni o nana tu yɛ de ma o wɔn ni asantuma da wɔ da deɛ o nana ma koko do a yɛ ayɛ no saa koko do ni ɛna nso bo so mu ɛyɛ o asantuma wɔn bɛ yi nsɛm deɛ ɛyɛ kodo wusɛmu yɛmu wuni mu maame wuni mu papa yɛn wɛ da ɛna ɛsɛ ɔdi wɔ. Nana mu se yɛsi akosakosakosɛ yɛn wuli yɛ tuo yɛn ma yɛsi akosakosakosɛ kɔnɔ.
ɛda dwoada afia pama hankron de okronkron ne bosom yɛtɔ so 9 no emu na fuye num ɛna bɛɛma kɔkudua ɛsɔ mpomponsuo afene mu ɛsɔ akyerɛ kumase hin
I don't think Benkum, Oyoko, she don't have a job. Asantehene. The center and Gazem can't say. Obtain Boku Naname. Obtain people who hear my pump on Naname. Nanama Naname. No, but no station here. Minha people are also me. And yes, I'm not going to spot and mine. I'm not going to Momo. I'm your to talk to me, you know. Maybe that's what. That's my fun of prayer. And mistake. I'm going work and my not going to.
Dano yet ni besia be nwa so na aman hinu so bi so
It's not Otumfuo Tankase, can't Tankase. Sami Asantehene is what I would say. So, friend, I know, and we are, and you let the mamma with Tankase. It's not Otumfuo Tankase, can't Tankase, what teaching some money. Let's man to me and Quago, come on, fashion, I'm one amateur, some Tankase.
We saw you, know, near Wada. Ya afia pama hankron de okronkron no bosom ye toso 9 no emu nefuya nwotwe ofura kobene otena paka mu wo mere di kan na one nanan ma de hye no ne asanteman odidi nunu apanini Otumfuo opoku ware otoso mienu adedua nanda otu abontene wo kumase mamamfo nyina kurukra behwe no ya yorofo eja Otumfuo opoku ware kwan
Ohene Solomon nyansafo Odu konkese o menyu say ye. Asantehene say tutu. Asantema ye hia wo moa. Monyene ta monyene tu wonyame no nenenam. Monyene ta monyene tu wonyame no nenenam. Otumfuo wo say tutu abofo atwa ne ho ahia o. Nana fie ko bi se wampem o ma moni yo. Asante
Juada, Afiap Mahankuno de Oknonkno. Nebosum yatoso na no mo ade duonu ne nsia. Anopa no Asanteman bodwa wo pampaso. Mase boro no efe ho se pampaso.
Ose ye aye. Otumfuo wo se tutu abebi o. Asantehene onyame ehira no. Wadi mfie du wo sika adwaso nyame abona ho ban. Afiap Mahankuno de Oknonkno woso me nan emu nefu aduonu nsia no fra benyo. Wadi mfie du wo sika adwaso yemane mode yo. Ohine yama onyinchiro nyine bakokura poso yukwo bechirika hire yede nyane ayane daso Asantema shishuwe chire Ohine Solomon nyansafo Odu konkese o menyu say ye Asantehene say tutu. Asantema ye hia wo moa. Monyene ta monyene tu wonyame no nenenam. Monyene ta monyene tu wonyame no nenenam. Otumfuo wo say tutu abofo atwa ne ho ahia o. Nana fie ko bi se wampem o ma moni yo.
Eho na wade adwuma ka Asantehene. Edi busumra fana. Ebe hye Otumfuo nsem ma wade ko pampa so koye amane. Ofiri ho no wo hye batakeri kasie etuna apakem ekopie kumase agopra makasie so.
Eni ba dodo e wo me yi mo ya ma moni yo. Dodo wasasi so yasre nyampama wo.
amre no na himfu no nyina atwa ahia ɛhɔ na nanama mpɔnhene to nsa ɛfrɛ ɔhemfufuru sɛ nananom atena sinti wɔ mmara ɔbaayɛ no sɛbe ɔkɔhaa ne ntema odi kan ɛhyɛ mpaboa kɛseɛ saa mpaboa kɛseɛ so ɛtetetetet ade a nananom a wɔn mu besu ayɛ yɛhyɛ yɛwie a yɛyɛ gu hɔ nti mpaboa kɛseɛ no hyɛ no ɔkɔhaa ne ntema ɛna nananom soso no mu ɛde si abanwa no so mperensa yɛ kyerɛ sɛ n'ahenie ɛnsa da wɔn mu wieyɛ no wɔn so afenam esu ayɛ maako ɛde kyerɛ ne sɛ anɔpɛw awiew anwummerɛw sɛ Otumfuo fɛrɛ wɔn ma wɔn bɛba sɛ wɔn ma ma ɛne yɛn sɛbe wɔn to ntankɛseɛ sɛdeɛ amammerɛ ɛkyerɛ no
Nana akuya mwamoate nana bwa nana tio nana sebusu nana asumba nana no sumba Asantehene sa na so Otumfuo ni Asantehene me fasio ina manum sabi ya Otumfuo kasata frère mi anoko frère mi yo frère mi nyuro ni sai ya meba na maso Otumfuo frère mi na se mama mi tumia ya wada na na se so Otumfuo na ya
wowie yɛ no ɛkyerɛ sɛ Otumfuo ɛsu ayɛ wie wayɛ Asantehene na ɛno akyiri no wɔtena abɛdwam ɛma nananom ɛbɛmaa no aba atenase ɛne mmɔde yɔ na ɛno akyi no wɔsan frɛ ne nhemfo nyinaa ɛwɔ Asantehene yina wɔn no so ɛni Asantehene mu ne mmom wɔn wɔ bono mem na mmom wɔn mu sa akyerɛ no obiara baa na ɛwɔ apueyɛ mem pueyɛ mantem Eastern region wɔn so baa obiara wɔ baabiara ɛbaa nananom amanhene ɛne nhemfo nyinaa betwa hyia ɛwɔ hyia hemfo ɛma Otumfuo ɔsɛ tutu abɛbio ɔka ne tirimu pa ne tirimu asɛm a yɛ wɔsusio ɛde kyerɛ nananom nhemfo nyinaa asɛm a obi ka kaeɛ ɛne sɛ wɔda nananom nyinaa se ɛwɔ no maboa ama wɔtumi afora bɛnga Asantehene na Hamsu na tumi ni nyina gyina. Se Hamsu na tumi ni nyina gyina. Ne fata se fremu nyina na mu di amane. Ase na fi na fata. Se oni na Asantehene nyina hyia. Oni mu di amane. Kan ada nyina mos da Asantehene ase. Ase ni kan ada na Asantehene ase. Ase chapa ni ni apeni try. Se afitra sabe ani ni apeni try. Etie na okay monso jo wa ya ekro ni esi ni fefefe jo ase na okay monso e mo ana na mo nyina mo boae mai esi ni kata de chi fefefe jo se brate nya ye chi jo em fa no kre edo
Envemo Asantehene man on koso kama.
Consider this going at Enfano Cred and more dog, you must Asantehene, Masantehene koso kama.
Damunya Asantehene.
You was there.
Otumfuo ekosra omampeni Lawrence wo castle usu.
Akomiata manager do boss madigwe. Wasia manager do wa utimbo wasama.
Ye beda omampeni ase. Obi eni dan ma me ne me Asantehene ne nya ba bi ata wo. Pesa da ban panimfo eboa no mo ko man ase. Ai wa ha no tawie nso. Na so ewie de ebaya anya bonu bia se de na mo kan ye se ni pina se me kan kakra ekopia na me ya brante me wa bonten benu apani oyare ono an kasa bo mama ne se na brochi a wo koi aban se obefa ho kanyinara Oka bino obo mampani Rollins din se ono a matumi se yenkohwe no no betu aho kanyara na mencha de okoban aban so edi nas ne boso mo mo ye bibia kama no tre afi nanan mo hwe ye di sikaja daroma abusu afo nyara adaroma teche se ne menso me so nanan mutuo akoye mampani posa wa menana Asantehene so de wa menana e chese me jo bafie no
Chese me so medino ozu aba agura fie agura nkwa medino aba gana fie
Aheni efri tete odman kuma ho aheni efri hinene aheni efri tete odman kuma ho onyame obo osoro bo asase ono ara na oba aheni emebiso Asantehene so asante sikadwa fri nyame so asante aheni efri odman kuma ho asante sikadwa fri nyame so asante aheni efri odman kuma ho
Otumfuo ekosra St. Louis Secondary School ko hwe
so wa shraw mane broso Ohine wanyami ashresha nwe wahine Otumfuo se tutwe Nana Asantehene wanyami ashresha Nane wonyame ahyirɛhyira no nane wɔde hyeprɛkɔ dɛ nsa so nane kɔtɔkɔnyene wonyame ahyirɛhyira no ahene efiri hinene ahene efiri tete ɔdoma nkoma hɔ ahene efiri hinene ahene efiri tete ɔdoma nkoma hɔ wonyame ɔbɔ ɔsoro bɔ asase ɔno ara na ɔbɔ ahene ma ebi so asantema so asante sikadwa firi nyame so asante ahene ifiri ɔdoma nkoma hɔ asante sikadwa firi nyame so asante ahene ifiri ɔdoma nkoma hɔ wotena sikadwa so nyame hyirɛhyira wo wokyɛre so a wohyira wo ma ne boro so ɔhene wonyame ahyirɛhyira no
Privilege to have the whole Asantehene here with us today. Yes. Right. Nana is here to see what has happened to our dormitory. It shows the care and concern that he has for all schools in Ashanti, and particularly for us. So say a big akaba to Nana. Nana. Makeshift
madam, Otumfuo also buy out. I do baby who you know. No, but no, say I had to say to you 10 million cities. One more try. Where 100,000 will be a 50-50. I'm going to go.
Nana. Manu to Nana say, Nijina, school ye and penny for you. Any church, any color will hang in our name. Eddie, as that is ye, Emma. Ye wait, ye. Said the ashes in the castle where there. Nana Bay, I fool you. Now, when I must say, I be good, America. Massamina, say, Miss Nana, Yamis, not too open.
wiase man nyinaa so so ebetia no bi
I am a figure and I am a figure pa. I am a figure and I am a figure. I am a figure and I am a figure pa. I am a figure and I am a figure. I was Asantehene na frame and I am a figure. I am a figure and I am a figure. Eh, why not a woman and I am a figure pa. I am a figure and I am a figure. I am a runner from you and I am a figure. I am a figure and I am a figure.
United States ambassador eba Ghana besla ha na hasoso no ko menhia palace nso ye afi apma ha nkono ade okono busum ye toso nso mu dedu na miensa Canada ambassador nso ba na nhia hemfie bechia Otumfuo
e wasante ina da wuro na dia ya figyo aye kokote na dia ya figyo e mi rana frami na dia ya figyo aye kokote na dia ya figyo aye kokote na dia ya figyo aye na figyo na dia ya figyo ba aye kokote na dia ya figyo aye wasante ina frai na dia ya figyo aye kokote na dia ya figyo e mi rana frai na dia ya figyo aye kokote na
France ambassador eba menhia hemfie bechia Otumfuo
aye kokote na dia ya figyo e Otumfuo da wuro na dia ya figyo aye kokote na dia ya figyo e ya figyo na dia ya figyo aye kokote na dia ya figyo e asada wuro na dia ya figyo aye kokote na dia ya figyo kaje saya da wuro na dia ya figyo pa aye kokote na dia ya figyo e wasantehene na frai na dia ya figyo aye kokote na dia ya figyo e Otumfuo na frai na dia ya figyo aye kokote na dia ya figyo e wasantehene da wuro na dia ya figyo pa aye kokote na dia ya figyo
This Ghana Limited na yensano omso besra Otumfuo wa hemfie ene ni dia
na dia ya ni adio singo bone singo Otumfuo da kota wa se tuche na dia ya
World Bank Country Director Peter Harold also so obai
singo bone singo
Interestingly, World Bank, the name, like you said, signifies, talks about money. The whole world's money in the bank. That's the basic analysis that the layman in the streets. So when the tag is the country manager for the World Bank is here, then it means, oh yes, my share is going to get all the money from you. You're not even talking about the local banks, but we've gone to the world. I have a moral responsibility of my people. The relationship between the World Bank and the government is political. I am trying to say that I want to build a moral responsibility, moral relationship with the World Bank here. I should be responsible for their welfare, economic development, the social development, the health, education. I know for a fact that it is my responsibility morally. I'm not looking at the political aspect of it. They come and go. But I'm here with my people and I owe them a debt of, development, that's it. I should be more concerned about their economic development, their social development, their health development, their educational development. And therefore I'm searching for ways of taking these things into my own house to take it forward with my people. I am looking at the independence. I'm trying to divest myself from the government's program to see which way forward with my people. That's even though we are still part of the system of Ghana. And I've said that, okay, we are not an island, the development, we are all part of it. But I still feel that with my position, and my position is unique, peculiar, compared to the other people, the other regions of Ghana. Because It is not a system that was created yesterday, and it's not going to go off tomorrow. We're there, and therefore, I feel that my sense of direction, providing the right leadership, my awareness, drawing my people's attention to these social problems and how to resolve these problems, are all my responsibility first. And my people look up to me to lead them into these, to how best we can develop together. And I'm saying that, okay, fine. What do we do with education? What do we do to resolve health problems? What do we do to resolve the social problems? What do we do to resolve chieftaincy problems? What can we do to resolve these land problems that we have here? And I'm saying collectively we should find solutions. Our future is in our hands. We cannot rest our future in the political system. No, I don't think so. And that is what I have here, and that's where I am now. That's where I'm starting from. We've started setting up committees, advisory committees, to come up to highlight these areas like the lands administration, health, education, and all those things. For them to come up with more like policy documents, so that we can call the World Bank resident director to say, this is what we have here. That's the direction we want to go. I am not looking at cap in hand begging. I'm looking at a system of cooperation where I know my people are going to get the advantage, and that is a partnership, privatization system of a partnership, where private enterprises are encouraged to develop here. And this KJTR project, for example, on the road construction, for example, where I can contract a loan, a private loan, and then do a toll system for KJTR. If I could come to a World Bank with a proper appraisal of the project, I said, look, okay, we have KJTR here. Can we contract a loan to do a 3-tier road, overhead bridges, and all those things? And then we know this is how much we are contracting from World Bank: 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, whatever it is. And I'm saying, okay, let's spread this loan for a period of, let's say, 10 years with a toll system. We'll pay you back. What guarantee do I have? I have my land, equity in my land or whatever as the security. Can you take that in the set? So a combination of factors where my land, which is vested in the golden stool, is my property, and therefore put a value on my land as the equity, to go to the World Bank, to go to a company in France or something, to say, look, this is my equity, can you handle that? I put this there. I want all these facilities here. I want a sawmill. I want this. My forestry is there. These are some of the things. My education, this education system, for example, and all this stuff. And that's basically my vision. That's what I'm looking at to carry Asantehene forward, devoid of politics, which I'm not interested in. But I'm interested in my education. My concern is that education is falling, like you said, and do I have to sit down to look at Asante being graded as the last but one or two in education in terms of achievements? No. What do I do? I'm looking at down there what happened at the infantile stage, from the kindergarten right up through the JSS, SSS, up to the tertiary level. What is happening there? We need to be able to identify the problems there. We are identifying some morale in teachers, facilities, books, whatever. These are all things that we have to identify. The facilities like the school buildings and all those things. The facilities for the teachers. How do you encourage teachers to go to the rural areas? Because people are sitting in Kumasi. Those who go to these international schools in Kumasi are passing those. The majority of my people are in the villages, and they are not getting the right education. Facilities at the school, books, and all those things are also a problem. If even these are available, what about parents who are not able to afford to pay for their school fees and all those things? So these are some of the factors that we could easily identify. We feel that, okay, let's establish an education fund. However limited, we can start from somewhere and get everybody involved. You give me 200 cedis a month or something, or 1,000 cedis a month, and let's continuously mobilize these funds and then reinvest these monies in education. I think in that way we can support. What would we need this money for? We would want to build infrastructure, because UST, for example, is saying that, look, we cannot take so many people, but if we can get halls of residents, we can. We are saying that fine, okay, so if we can mobilize so much money, we can build some 2-3 halls of residences for them. And then, if that happens, then I want a quota system. Because I'm insisting I'm going to put my people in that hostel. But I want a quota system because I'm providing for accommodation. And therefore, there should be a fair arrangement with the tertiary education to admit. Middle level, like the secondary schools, for example, the SS level. We are saying that, look, we're providing initially some endowment funds. We've been able to give out now about 100 million cedis. What we are saying is that if they can use the 10 million on a revolving basis for each school, with the interests of about, say, whatever per year, 24%, whatever percent, they're going to get about, say, 2.4, 2 point something per year. Now, how many children can 2.4 million, whatever, depending on the interest and depending on the investment of the 10 million, if the interest is about, say, 20%, whatever, how many people can 2 million cedis out of that interest? Be given bursaries, how many people, how many students can benefit? And that's a startup so that the money is revolved. And we are saying that needy but very bright students should benefit. So these are some of the efforts that we are looking at doing ourselves. But we are saying that still there's quite a lot to do in education. Because it came to my mind yesterday when I was sitting there. I was thinking of 100 students from UST, 100 students from Cape Coast, 100 students from Lagos. And I was asking how much do they have to pay for this user fee, 600,000. So quickly, my calculation was 100 students, about say 60 million for the year. Now, if I can raise 180 million to cover for 300 students for this term or next term, January, I could then come to an agreement with the university authority to say, look, okay, if I'm sure I can raise the 180 million within this period, I would then want to contact the university registrars to say, okay, look, give me the, let me negotiate with the investors. I'm prepared to pay for 60 million to cover for 100 students at Lagos. So allow these students to start the education, because that's where the problem is. So there will be a contractual agreement with these user fees between Asantehene and then the university authority, and thereby the students' program is not disrupted. And Legon holds me responsible for their 60 million. UST holds me responsible for their 60 million. That in itself, we could come up with some contractual agreements where we can pay. And there's the comfort for Legon, there's a comfort for UST, there's a comfort for Cape Coast, that at least there's a guaranteed payment from Asantehene. So the students' program is also not disrupted. And in this way, we can assist in getting about 300 people, students, studying at these universities, and then the progress of education will be going on. Those are areas we know that we still infrastructural base, like almost all the schools in Ashanti. We need to assist in how best we can do it. If we can set up an educational trust or something, a contracted facility from the private, like treated like a private enterprise, and then come to the WABA to say that, look, this is what we have. We use our educational fund as a basis for that. And therefore, as we collect, we wanted to spread this facility, a loan or something, to a period of this. We would use this money in advance to service education, and then we use the educational fund to reimburse, to offset whatever loans we've taken. Those are areas that we are looking at that we should fall back on the private sector so that you can assist us on that. We set up an educational limited liability company, whatever it is. These are situations that's going to come up, managed properly, board of trustees and all those things. And therefore a clearly defined role that is purposely for the management of education. And therefore we could then use this board, whatever companies, to solicit for private fund. And then our guarantee is the Asantehene Education Fund that we are collecting. We could do our projections to see how much we are getting in the month, and therefore repayment schedules could be arranged so that we could accept that, and so that that could be something that maybe we could look at and then come back with a proposal. On lands administration, for example, we have problems here. i.e. in terms of identifying boundaries with the various chiefs and all those things, then knowing who owns what, and then using, as we're able to identify the boundaries, then as Grandma Bohin, for example, would know how much land he owns, and that is his equity. So that's clear, devoid of any controversies and all those things. He can easily come through there to say that that's my equity to the bank, and then we want this facility like whatever projects at Scrum, a housing estate or something of the sort. A private investor is coming to develop a housing estate at Scrum. What do you have? I have my land. This is my equity. So you give me about 10%, 20% share in that, and the project carries on. They benefit. It goes back to the people, and those are some of the things that we are looking at. I'm looking at funding to assist me in collating information in relation to. I'm entitled to ground rents, for instance, of properties that I have in Ashanti. But I don't have the information in terms of how many properties I have in Kumasi and those things. So how do I collect the ground rent? That sort of thing. I think it's my responsibility to be able to collect that information for myself and for my golden student. Why can't I charge ground rent when the land is for me and someone has developed it and I don't have information as to who is where? And I sit here to say that I'm the landowner? No. So that sort of thing, like, okay, can I trust the Lands Commission? Can I trust the Land Title Registry? Can I trust the government agency to give me the accurate information, the data? No, I should arm myself with these things. I want to have all this information on my computer so that I sit down there, call it up, and I know that in Kumasi Part 1, within this 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile radius, I have all these properties there. The ground rent for the year is so much. So at any time within the year, I know this is how much revenue should come to me. By so doing, I can easily come to you to say, look, this is how much I have for the year. And therefore, I want this to establish this factory or something. I want to buy the jute factory to rehabilitate it. Can you do that for me? This is my equity. I'll pay you off for this period. These are some of the things that areas that we can be talking about. But we're looking at for coming up with a formidable policy guidelines and all those things that the various committees are going to come up with. Once we have these documents, we shall come back to you on that, and we handle that.
Otumfour was there to get and I do over me and you. Single bonus, single bonus, and I do over me and you. Single bonus, single bonus, and when you was there to get and I dare try you. Single bonus, single bonus, and I dare any other part. Single bonus, single bonus, I want him my brother. What was the year?
Afia ma hankro de okonkon me bosu ya toso bi ba kono mu de na miensa Otumfuo education fund ye foto a obo se ye mfa nsiesie ye mfa mmoa oni biefo no ye pa ho ta
single bonus and I do over me adio single bonus I did not prepare for fasting and I do any other pa single bonus and I do over me adio single bonus Obo ware ne me ni aseye and I do over me adio single bonus and I do any other pa single bonus every free agent ponte man and I do any other pa single bonus over me adio single bonus
Otumfuo esa kan se esan se enwomasua ene kutatimi wo wiase ntino obo foto bi a efe ne se Otumfuo se tutu abebi o foto na Ghana ni bia ya ogiri se opese edi bi betumo no enkanka Asantehene Asantehene nyina wo bia emfasi dia he no saa mesi dia he no na ketewa bi emfa metum bi mpanimfo se kokokoko ene Daniel Sobontin na yemfa nhwe Asantehene ma onum nka onum sua dia won behunu enso so nsem ni bi awofo nsem ni bi no yemfa moa won adesua ma entumpon kama oka ya no so na nanom gitum ma na yefe
ajepa. Ena dia yeni ajepa. Osubra tweri ne kwase ne seye ena dia yeni ajepa.
Otumfuo enwumasunya nhyehyeye no soso a ya odi aba no so obi entua sidi ahenu no enipa bebre agitum no no mani gi ho etuetuai.
Studied the situation in the shanty, and he realized that there were so many places where there were children who were not going to school. There were children in remote areas, rural areas, who did not have access to education. And there also facilities were very poor. No chairs or tables or desks and so on. And also in the city of Kumasi, for example, there are many children who don't want to go to school, who prefer to sell things by the roadside. And so he came out with the idea of the fund, which will help to promote education in the shanty.
When Otumfuo was installed as Asantehene, he decided that his main responsibility is to make sure that Asanteman develops in the way that would, give a certain image to the whole of the Asante nation. And for him, education is the main source of development. That if you want to develop the area, then the people there must have the skills and the knowledge to be able to forge ahead.
All our beneficiaries are supposed to be Ashantis living anywhere in Ghana, or non-Ashantis living in Ashanti. So if you are from the northern part of Ghana and you are living in Ashanti, you qualify. If you are an Ewe and you live in Ashanti, you qualify. If you are an Ashanti and you live in Cape Coast and your child is at Fansprim or St. Augustine's, you qualify. So these are some of the other criteria about who qualify that I have to explain to make things clear.
After the launch of the fund, Otumfuo led a delegation of experts to England to establish linkages with other education institutions.
Fortunately, I have Bishop and others all running this education fund. They are into education, so they know it better. Fortunately, I have a very good team that I have a clear understanding of what education is.
He followed this up with a vigorous marketing drive in Ghanaian communities abroad to gather support for the fund.
Otumfuo maha so be chakwa brancho Otumfuo maha so be samomua Otumfuo maha so be moko obaha be ka kire mu se se mo adue mu se wujitum se anmosu akofam dia munya ho bibi se ka okuma ana ye e ka okuma popontu am ko baby be se ka okuma dia ana e wanya bra no 50p na ba pound dia fa kuma okuro na kuro no bosume so a Omudia Wano, the better of Yamako. Moma, the air Nano, Elton Kuma. Moma, who just and Jenny, near who said, where you come.
The big candidate to one is no make us say. The best is Yendi you know what it is. The way and the same when you say Sika Putia, Jumani the bidding, Otumfuo versus Sika by Basantino, and the way of from someone what a transition on that one first Sika and Basasa. It is now a shop to Sika behavior, and that you will be that kind, and this is Sika. You basically come to ye, near the idea of
On behalf of myself, I'd like to donate 10,000 naira.
Me, 1,000 pounds.
Master, to say, Mapua, Missika, 1,000 pounds.
Is donating 2,000 pounds.
They say, no, you guys are 500 pounds. I don't want. I think the answer is 200 pounds.
Just to the I said, the very guys have go forward. You put yourself and I am all about and follow and film and room. You got
1,000 pounds.
I am Jennifer Party, a third-year student of the Great Konongo Dumasi Secondary School. I'm 18 years old, the beneficiary of the Otumfour Education Fund.
My name is Marfu Joseph. I am at Imam Secondary School, offering science. I am in Form 2A. I got the Otumfour Education Fund before I came to school. This scholarship has helped me in many ways.
My name is Abigail Clotte. I am 9 years old. I attend school at Asantehene. I have a scholarship from Otumfour Education Fund. Thank you, Otumfour, for paying my school fees.
My name is Priscilla Nyako of St. Monica's Senior Secondary School, 3B2, doing accounting, costing, economics, and business management. I want to thank Otumfour Education Fund very much because when I came to SS1, I was finding it difficult to pay fees.
My name is Ibrahim Al-Hassan. I'm in 2A at Achi School. Apart from my core subjects, I'm offering accounting, business management, economics, and then costing. I pay my school fees with the help of Otumfour's Educational Fund.
Education Fund has been of great benefit to this school in particular. Apart from 2 of our students who have won a scholarship from the fund, we also donated 12 million cedis, with which we have been able to buy a Canon photocopier, which has been functioning very well, and this is helping the school to save on stationery, especially when it comes to printing some question papers and other important documents.
The Otumfour Education Fund paid 100 million cedis to help the construction of this dormitory block in honor of the late Otumfuo Opokuare II.
Now he's giving us about 50 tables and 100 benches, and this has made the work easy.
Otumfuo ensrahe a wode call Queen Elizabeth ye Obronhema Elizabeth afe mpimienu pepepe no wone no dinkuta ho efa ahiniye amamuyo ene omamu amamuyo ho se yede ahiniye ebefrafra omamu amamuyo ho na omano awie peye no omofa ho adwene toato ho adwene. Nananom enhemfo ene won adehye ne won kuro mufo obiara aye owo manson ye fans asesem ho ne nkunwasem ho bia no obi odi asem no call abem obiara no onko yimfra bem na won famre no wɔ manhyia hemfie na nananom bi wɔ hɔ so a wɔn deɛ na manson na wɔn akonnwa so na mmom na nkonnwa no na ada mpan ɛno nti Otumfuo hwɛɛ esi ahene no foforo na sei ɛna ɔbaa yɛ nyinaa dwumadi a wɔdi no wɔ nkonnwasɛm ho no akosie afe apema ha nkron aduɔkronkron ne bosom yɛ tɔso nson no emu dadu na nkron bɛɛma kokofu hene foforo bɛɛma ɔkogye asuo ɔfeakwasi a ɔtɔso mmienu obisae
abedru sabre ya mejiri se kokofu ebedru amaye
na abedru sabre ya odo agishemu se kokofu bedru amaye
be ma de mi kan nyina me ka me kyewa mo hunu kwan a wo fa so de begyina manim ha ne
be ma se lu po de mo de wo ke nyina wo ka mo kwan a wo fa so a yetu gira ni ma
sabe emfie bebru mienu ne fani mu nyina ra na mo ka ho na mo pem so nkuta ho de ebedi a
nkuta ho bi obi odo bedi
ye beto aso atu ya ho fu
asase bi a ɛwɔ Asantehene mu ne akonnwa bi a ɛwɔ Asantehene mu bia no ɛwɔ Asantehene nti wɔntumi ntena hɔ ɛma yɛmfa ade ɛwɔ wɔno na ɛsɛ wɔka ho asɛm ɛmfa nkɔ abɛm gugu nananom adehye ne nananom hemfo ni mu ase wɔka ayɛ soso ɛyɛ yie ɛyɛ hɔ
sese de meka kyerɛ mo ne sɛ betie wo bɛgya n'anim aka kyerɛ ne sɛ wonyɛ na yɛaka de biaa wote asɛ na ne kra amra no ho na ne bɔtɔ ne yɛ
tepa nkomiasɛm no so etwae wɔ afe apema ha nkron de ɔkronkron ne bosom yɛtɔ so du no emu dedu na nwɔtwe
so tu fontan se kante se na na ma ye ma ni chudu ya me nya na aka bibia bibi o hia bia me be ma no ifi na kunu so me de so sa dem de ma me so
bɛkwae nkonwasɛm so ɛbɛ wieyɛ ɛwɔ afe apema ha nkron de ɔkronkron ne bosom yɛtɔ so du no mu ade du no ne
nyina bra wa ka kyerɛ me kai ne nyina
aso me nyina bra wa na ma ya o ka ne nyina
nya botre so sa bɛka de oni bio fa
aso jo nya botre so sa bɛka de oni bio fa
aja me se je be to na bra efe
na no de o tu fo bi sa bra no e se je be bio na bra ho pe
tonto na ho mbe so dia
oni abra tu fo bi so tonto na ho mbe so be dia ko na
ako je ni bia to
pase an so adi ni bia to
ko no ani be dia ko
ni tro o se o no ani be dia ko na
aja me
dan tele tu fo fe no pase abra wakanta kasi anya hwebia ye kwalfo
Bechemhene so bofra ya ɔno manya no ɔno de ne bɛkyerɛ Otumfuo Sɛkyɛdoma se nkonwasɛm no so ɛbɛ wieyɛ ɛkɔ dwodwo wɔ afe mpem mienu ne bosom yɛtɔ so nwɔtwe no emu ade du no de baako
Supreme Court say I for the idea sa de gina o ka ho hwe ni yi zon o se the Supreme Court ka ya do I for the idea nti o mo fa ya de no
Gɔɔso nkonwasɛm so ɛbɛ wieyɛ wɔ afe mpem mienu ne bosom yɛtɔ so du no emu nafuya no
Sadia na mo dia santima tra ha me de bo ho ban eno a de de sa yo onwe tafoma ho nye sika
o se onwe tafoma no ho eni sika
afun kunwasɛm so ɛbɛ wieyɛ
Then there's Aguna, never we are me as well. So, there's an mother of my carry. And someone more can over her, and Anomotie, a famous FM where if you me and call him, where you are Sabakus, Apusiano, one go home. I was saying,
Nanano, Yakasemuha, Yakaka video. Nanano, if you are Sabako, say, Nana Senyato, Luciano, one come home.
Na ayi openye kwa mfimpo na nasifo na ya adihyewa
na openye kwa mfimpo na nasifo ya adihyewa kunyano
achame asɛm a wanyinara ne sɛ
na mahanga nana asɛm ni tia wanyinara ne sɛ
me ya abrante kura na mnisa kwa mfimpo na ya busua penye wa
Otumfuo si wono ya abrante kura no nso openye kwa mfimpo ɛna ɔyɛ busua penye
abre na me nso da yɛ sɛ me bɛtena bɛnwa
so abre no so da so bɛtena bɛnwa so
Aguna hene no oba no wo fom ho yoko hene fie yi ehwe animu ya
Osi aguna hene no oba oyiko hene fie ya ehwe animu ya
kwa mfimpo yi na me ya abrante ho ana no wonne no ba ho
Osi obeli kwa mfimpo ya we abrante ono ana na aguna hene
ya ba oba ha so na ebusua panyin
Osi efia so oba ha odi ba so no na ebusua panyin
Asantehene pokuare nim so na ebusua panyin
Asantehene Otumfuo pokuare nim se Oye ba mfimpo na ebusua panyin
oba ya no aye fuche otumanim nam nim so na aguna ebusua panyin
Oso oba ya sabi no aye fuche otumanim no no awo nim se ono ni aguna ebusua panyin
se aden na mo be ka chef se no na ebusua
na aden na je mo ma kantale
ono so kwambo achisisi de si akonya so
ono oso kwambo achisisi odini etna aguna
enrai na sa kwambo achi kom de no
na enrai na sabi na kwambo achi e kom de no
na abisa no na yema ne ba sa mote ho mu nuan ni kom de no mo antimoni ahwe no na sanche be fa no ko
na edise mo na mo ma ne ba sa mote ho mu nuan e kom de no mo nhwe no na sanche be fa no
na afi wo kototo wo danse ne mo mra meka
ne wo danse ne sanche wo mo mra meka
achia me ye ne se kwa frempon nim na busuafo
se lo tun fo se no to beni kwa frempon nim na busuafo
etie o kanta kase se akoso nya ko wonka ho
wo so o kanta kase se nya ko wonka ho
na ntia aba na nanan mo nyina aka adwe
na abedu ha na nanan nyina aka adwe
asem ni tia wa ansa akoso ya na de nanan mo nyina acha adwe asema beto ya ni mo ye se agura akonya woni bio ene ne asema si ha no se kwa frempon wonne na sefo na agura akonya wo ye
to wasi
akoso nya ko wonfa ho wonne na busuafo
Said the Yen no, the Goma Assassi, and can Asante Assassi, on Muslim, Omnudia Hindia Casekasi, na Santisu di na eba se de gomba fo ahensie hunti obi eka onom hen moja agui e ma ne ya eba sa no na sa aban na osi ntemu na sa aban besi ntemu no e wo so onya sabi nipa ni monyamfo ne titire mo onom egina nanamu na onom ka asem no na otumfo na aban edni tua ba asonfo a onom ka de gomba asasem ho asem no.
We all know why we are here. It's about the circumstances that happened in Yendi and the Dabon Kingdom. We have had a series of meetings for the last 2 years, all in our attempt to find solutions to the problems that is on hand. We all agreed in the beginning that the aspect of the criminal side as to who killed the Yana must be left to the government and the intelligence agencies to investigate. The government formed this committee as traditional rulers to find the traditional solution to the problem we have in Dabon. In going the traditional way, the Yabunra, the Nayu, myself, together with our sons, the Yabudus and the Andanis, we formulated a policy on the way forward. Naturally, we agreed that the Kugana, who is when the Yana is there, is the overlord of Dabon, who looks after Dabon in the absence of the Yana. We all agreed that he then decides what happens in Dabon. But we prevailed upon them to appreciate the fact that for as long as he is the Kuga now, he assumes that responsibility and the role, and therefore they are all his sons, and they have to accept his authority. With that suspicion erased, we then set out then to draw the agenda and the way forward. An objection was raised by the Andani family that because of the calamity that befell the late Yana, they didn't want the burial of the Yana to be performed in the old palace. The committee then agreed that a temporary palace would be constructed, and the Abudus were prevailed upon to agree to that. Let me emphasize here that the committee observed that the Abudus have a sentimental attachment, so they claim, to the old Bewa palace because the issue of Na al-Hassan, who apparently was an Abudu, the contention was that he built it, and therefore that is why the Andanis are suggesting that they didn't want it. What the committee decided was that the old palace must be left there intact, no one should touch it, and at the appropriate time, a proper decision will be taken on that also. The next stage was an issue raised by the Andanis that in the event of what happened in Yendi, some relics of the Yana have been stolen, and they suspect those stolen items were with the Abudus. And therefore, before we can bury the Yana, those relics must be found. The delegation from the Kugana confirmed that he had accepted the program, and therefore that is what we have to do.
Enti afi mpemmienu eni num ne bosom yetoso na no emu na nu na asem no twae.
without much ado, I will respectfully invite with all humility His Royal Highness Otumfuo Asantehene to make some remarks.
To my two brothers in the Nairi and the Yabunra. And then my sons, the Abudus and the Andanis from Gabon. To inform you formally about our deliberations as we charged us, the three of us, to do. And to let you know that, inshallah, we have been able to move on, and we're gradually finding solutions to the problems that has bedeviled us here, Ghana, and my sons in Gabon. We charged the three of us, Mr. President, to find a traditional solution to the problem in Gabon, somewhere in March 2002. Just around that time, as we charged, there was the WACO Commission, and therefore we decided after our first two meetings to suspend till the WACO Commission finished their work. After that, we've had a series of meetings, initially talking to my sons from the Abudu, my sons from the Andani, individually, separately, before then bringing them together. Mr. President, it was a Herculean task, but then, knowing for a fact that we are customary authorities and they being our children, we knew we could resolve this problem. Fortunately, our sons were also very prepared to listen to their fathers. We've come a long way today, and we are pleased to inform you that we have a roadmap that is satisfactory to both of them and to us, the eminent Nanano. But let me caution that we have not finished. This is just the beginning of it. There are other processes that we have to go through, and we shall follow that processes till we finally finish resolving this problem. We had on our hands to resolve the burial of Na Yakubu Andani, and then after that to follow with the processes to bring Gabon to normalcy. In the process, we had an issue where my sons, the Andanis, said that Na Muhammadu Abdullahi cannot be accepted as a Yana. And then my sons, the Abudus, were also saying that Na Muhammadu Abdullahi was a Yana. Two, there was the issue about regency if we were going to bury Na Yakubu Andani. And that also had to be resolved before we could even bury them. Your Excellency, we will recall that there was a time that we nearly found a solution short of the regency issue. And therefore, my children went back and then came back to say that if we don't resolve the regency issue, then we cannot bury the Yana. So we had to come back. Finally, we got to a position where we were able to accept the fact that Na Muhammadu Abdullahi, by the orders of the Supreme Court in 1986, was said that he must be recognized as a former Yana, and his sons must also be recognized as sons of a former Yana. Documents were produced, the Supreme Court pronouncement, the orders were produced, and we must emphasize here that we made it clear to the Abudus also that, but for the general orders, the findings of the Oloni Commission that was upheld by the Supreme Court said that the nomination installation of Na Muhammadu Abdullahi was null and void. But then we said, but in their own wisdom, they then qualified it with that. But because the namship we don't have to disclaim, because he had ordinarily performed the functions, had been installed a Yana and performed the functions for more than 5 years, he must be recognized as such, as a former Yana, so that his sons would also be recognized as sons of the Yana, which means that they can also fall in line to be able to disclaim sometime into the future. In your leisure time, you may watch the video, and therefore, you hold plan 1, 2, 3. You will also be Your Excellency, we present to you the communique issued after our deliberations, and we hope that is the roadmap for peace. And then also, the NIA is also here. And there were also video recordings of that, series 1, 2, 3. So those are also from my son, Ole, and then the PAN, also representing the Abudu and the Adani. And they would also give you these video recordings of our deliberations on the 29th and 30th of March for that. And we thank you very much. My two old men, we haven't finished, but I wish to say thank you to them also. I have to push them. There were times, so my appreciation also goes to them, and we thank them. And to my children, they were very helpful and supportive also. And we realized that we all wanted peace, and therefore we had to. But then when Shia is their home, they are still going to come back for us to continue with. I see Mr. Deborah too. He started with that, former regional minister, and then the regional minister also has been very helpful. But Mr. Deborah also helped us in our deliberation control, and the regional minister too has helped us a lot, giving us all the support and encouragement today. So we thank you, Mr. President.
Mpanimfoɔ si dua ebe na etwie asomdwe ntimi mma wiase da bia nkosi ɛkɔba sɛ dagombafoɔ yɛ ɔmantem baabi efre hɔ sɛ dagomba ya on ka dagban le kasa no sɛbe obi ekodi wɔn mo hene wu wabra wɔn mante ase enti ɛyɛ ɛkokɛseɛ ɛde ba wɔn mo ntem na aban so mo nso enti aban tu nipa sɛbe wɔn mo ka die yie sɛ wɔn mo nhwehwɛ asɛm no mu na yɛnhwɛ esan sɛ wɔhene no a wɔn mo di na wuo no yɛ nkora no yɛtim so nkokora no na enipa a na sɛ ba asonfo a abantu wɔn mo sɛ wɔn mo ɛmoa ma wɔn mo yie nto yie no kro bi asante kotoko hene Otumfuo sɛ tutia bedio le da wɔn ma no wɔfrɛ afanu no nyinaa yɛ adehibusua no yɛ asese asema beto ntemu no eba kumase na obo modna de sebe nim die ya wanya wo adesua mu etoto bibia kama ema won mo pen so ekokora na akase omo besi hina no on behalf of His Majesty Otumfuo
What's your Gaddafi? Babylon Asantehene Hasi. 20 Obedu Ham, that's a real concrete. What you want concrete. That's all Obedu Hapa. Now, but you want concrete. No one map. No one makes you such a radio. Not a train. Into a buyer. Obesra, no send watch ya. 240. Otumfuo na Asantehene na nsi na ha na je kakra praying like na kunya praying and sanchanje yo mi chase bu ba so ye no ko mu so ko mu yo bien sana iba kala do bu man obi on pa pa so bu man pa mo ni ji Otumfuo to wa be ni Asantehene na pata ku mi pa jeni sa ba na ko du bu jana pa
لا يعرف أحدا كيف يصنعون هذا طبعا هناك علاقة
يريد أن يدفعه سيدنا بفابو يمن أرادت يا ماسة تفيا كم ديا كم يا سادنين أكم يتمني دادا كبوس ماتيكوين واشمني دادا كواتي كوما سما Please move.
Ora je ekofo nso besra Otumfuo menhia ora je ekofo wo mampanin ya sisi waso de akonwa so nanso saa mrende no te akonwa so wo bae wo afimpim yenu ne baako ne busum yetosum yenu mu dadu na nsia
Domra bri Domra bri Amansai Montie Okwan atwa asuo Oso twa akwan Yebo okwan akotu asuo no Asuo no fretiti odoma
Odman kuma ho ahini efri hinini ahini efri tete odman kuma ho onyame obo osoro bo asase ono ara na obo ahini emebi so asante maso asante sikadwa fri nyame so asante ahini efri odman kuma ho asante sikadwa fri nyame so asante ahini efri odman kuma ho wotra sikadwa so nyame hirehirawo wo kyare so a wo hirawo mane broso Ohine wonyame ahyerehira no ohine Otumfuo se tutue Nana Asantehene wonyame ahyerehira no Nane wonyame ahyerehira no nane Wode shepre kodensa so nane Kotokohine wonyame ahyerehira no
Asantehene and the Asante man have the pleasure of conferring upon you the title of Otumfuo. Please accept my congratulations.
turn, please. Once again, it is my duty and pleasure for on behalf of our
faire hommage à
Asantehene, Akanitini, Woni Baba does on the drug more jump on the Fungi, Woni Baba does on the Tenua.
Edwabo kese a yeboye edema Alpha Oma Kona ya woye Mali president enso ye afimpim yenu ni mienu ne bosum ye tosunum no emu adeduonu de baako
Minister for D Omampenye Chibaye ne Minister for Wagana Hayin so e wahane
say ministers amu edi Omampenye Mari Mampenye Chibaye ni ministers Wagana Hayin nambaye
Jam Mame na Asantehene ne Asantehene na ma Omampenye akwaba se ne wadru Kumase
so di Omamia na mu jana na mu himfuna na mu e ma Omampenye akwaba so wadru Kumase ame
Zio Bidi Nansa wo Ghana mem na nei wadru Kumase se oba abechia en
so oba Bidi Nansa wo Ghana mem ha na ne wadru Kumase so oba no abechia en
se do Omampenye Kufuo nso ase so to ne nsa frɛ no
so do Omampenye Kufuo ase so to ne nsa frɛ Omampenye ofiri Mali
so mra no ne ne nkuta ho se nuanom
so mra no ne nkuta ho se nuanom
fa Ghana ne Mali ne nkoso ebeba Potem Henyara.
I say, Ghana ni Mali in Kosua Beba Naba, your Potem Henina.
Say, Beme, Fisa, Ubedi, or Mampenye or Mali, the near Dinachia and a Juma warrior.
You say, Beme, Fisa Obedi, Mampenye or Mali, Neni, Edinachia, Jumadia, Odina.
Son, Oberboy, young woman in 4 hours, Shadia was school pomo.
Osansan obebano emanim fo a ocha de school pom
onyanim de ne abosobo de bebre
so onyanim de ene abosobo de bebre
bedi Mali so afe apema hankro aduokro mienu sabre no anara na Ghana nso ye free soja abemu akọ fa hodi abemu kabima menkabia abemu sara
yo simra obedi Mary Mampani afe apema hankro aduokro mienu no sabre na Ghana man so ye free soja abemu enso akọ kabima menkabia amemu mu
Gracious Otumfuo is hereby presenting you the full catered block.
Vous présente
symbolic of all Asante wisdom,
de touches de Kenti qui représente la sagesse ashanti avec des sandales traditionnelles.
And then also a humble donation of presentation of catered block.
Une représentation de Kenti. On nous a dit que votre femme n'est pas présente. Vous allez lui présenter avec ses qualités au nom de Otumfour, le roi traditionnel Ashanti. C'est pour votre femme, notre qualité. Voilà, ceci c'est pour vous, Excellence. Avec une paire de sandales traditionnelles. L'autre colis c'est pour votre femme, votre épouse. Merci beaucoup, Excellence.
Bien présenté au roi Ashanti.
Mal il faut dire, Batakar, qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Words like yours. Oh, thank you very much. I like it now. I've gotten the. Yes. Next time when you come, I'll wear this. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You can go and thank you.
Next time when you come, I'll wear this. Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. Nowadays, you have the free honor, bro. Yeah,
afempem mienu ene num ne bosom yetoso num no emu dadu na miensa ene dadu na nan Otumfuo eto pono kase bi edema wura LV Patrick Mwanawasa ya no ye Zambia president.
Ghana by Nepeni Abediache, Uralu Mahama. Say, na Pamfo a can hold the free Zambia and Ghana, Pamfo a can hold a Bohase in there. Zambia come with no buy, and a Pamfo a figure after the Modu come by, and yo. Asantehene that Omanpenyo free Zambia, and the word through Ghana, Mem Hanwa Babesai with Masia saying. Asantehene and that Ura free Zambia, selling up and no other star, yo. Ben and Sanda Nehemiah so say what Bedroom Ghana had no so bad beside.
So this is the presentation from Asantehene to the first lady. Otumfour, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zambia, President Lemi Patrick Mwanawasa, State Council, has also presented to you, Your Majesty, a map of Zambia in copper, held by 2 tasks and the time clock on the map of Zambia.
Oh,
afahyɛ kɛseɛ bi a yɛhyɛeɛ ɛde ma owura James D. Wolfenson yɛ president World Bank onso so World Bank president nso yɛ afempem yenu nan ne bosom yɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa no mu de nu de baako.
How are you? Good to see you again.
So my hada was a sign that the amens meko. Makochi Otumfuo bi. It is a teacher mapa. I watch that the idea more pudding papa. Owaha. Afe ne papa see and say, ah, papa, so qua. Men so Asantehene, Matim wasem, Otumfuo, Makan wasem. Oba America catch them. Sadi a miss media chain map of Yendi. From so come on the back. You as that.
Otumfour Setutu II, Nananam, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. May I first of all thank you, Otumfour, for this reception, this remarkable gathering of your people. May I also say that I have awaited this moment with great hope and great expectation since your visit to the bank in 2001. I remember so well your arrival at the bank and your visit, which was the most colorful day in the history of the bank. And we are very honored to be back with you. I think you know the respect that I have for you, for your chiefs, for the Queen Mother, for your people, and the work that you do. I am deeply impressed, and so is all my team, at your pursuit of justice for your people, of your commitment to education, of your commitment to health, and the prosperity and growth of your people, to use their skills and their initiative to create jobs and to have growth in the community. We are also deeply impressed by the work that you have been doing on HIV/AIDS and on infectious diseases, and on the way in which, for boys and girls alike, you are seeking to get them appropriate schooling. I should tell you that I have been made quite familiar with the traditions of your people because I have had for the last 3 years an assistant from Ghana who is, I believe, also a chief, Amankwa Aye, Kwabena Amankwa Aye, who is a remarkable young man and who I give leave every year to come back and sit on the stool to meet our justice. In fact, I asked him to bring me a stool so that I can have some sense of this 300-year-old tradition. But I must say, sir, that the best thing about this is the exchange of gifts. I thought I had to bring you millions of dollars. Instead of which, I bring you 3 cases of schnapps, gin, and black label. And in the future, I think, for the bank as I go around the world, I'm going to exchange gifts on that basis and not on the basis of billions of dollars. So I have learned something from this wonderful and colorful tradition. May I say very seriously that I think the world has a lot to learn from you and from the organization of your community. The sense of family, the sense of integrity, the sense of deference to elders, the sense of equity, the sense of justice, are all things that the world has, in a way, forgotten. And it is such a pleasure to come back and to find you and your colleagues still adhering to principles, to morality, to ethics, to culture, to history, to justice. And we will all leave here very much inspired by this visit. I thank you for the Durban and for the privilege of being with you.
Let's see.
Mr. President of the World Bank Group, the Otumfuo has kindly invited me and this entourage to present to you the gift to commemorate your arrival in the palace and your first visit to the Asante Kingdom. So on behalf of the Otumfuo, may I kindly present this to you.
No.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you so
much.
I know it's very nice to see you. Very good to see you. Thank
That's the box. Dinner.
Thank you very much.
To your wife, the Otumfuo has kindly invited us to present to you this pendant. Remind you, this is your second time coming to the palace. Remind you that Asantehene loves you and he loves you. We want you to continue to serve, not only Ghana, Africa, but the rest of the world. Thank you. The Otumfuo has asked us to tell you that the others who received theirs when we retire to the palace. So the others' gift will follow, including that of your wife and your children.
Regional administration, and the idea why you went to Mark, and they can take any charge of and the name so on behalf of our administration, we thank you this gift. Very much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. It's very, very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now you can correct it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Afahyɛ kɛse a yɛbɔ ɛde hyɛ Mali president animonyam Okumase enso muhunu wɔ ahoma no so
ɛgyanyan ɛgyan ti so amam na su wasi boy so abofra pa o se tun tahara ani chamantavia o samam nafi aje tu so tuomo se o se tun dim no leba ono
Wọ́n sá kánò, ó kọ́ sẹ́ẹ̀tù àkàkọ́, ọmọ Jimanfo, ọ̀bẹ̀yẹ bẹ̀yìn sọ̀rọ̀.
Sẹ́ẹ̀dì nàbílẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan náà nìyẹn. Àwọn ọdíjọ́ mọ́ sẹ̀jẹ̀ fi àkọ́mí ẹ̀sẹ̀ dúró. Àkọ́mí ẹ̀jọ̀ mọ́ ní ìdí ẹ̀dọ́ ọ̀dọ́ ní bó sọ̀tì pé. Wọ́n á ṣe àmì ní ìdí ẹ̀dọ́ ọ̀dà wa ó ti bọ́ mọ̀ sàmọ́. Ayé bá tó bá gún ní ẹgbẹ́ jẹ́ fẹ́ dúró. Wọ́n ṣe tuntun náà ní ẹni fi ọrùn jù ọjà pọ̀ ní fún mi. Wọ́n ṣe tuntun náà ní ẹni fi ọrùn ní wá o.
Excellence. To His Excellency President Ahmad Osmani Chori of Mali. The presentation is being done by Honorable.
You have a president. So the Otumfour Sana, Yama break. Say the chop. So the Mali president Obaya, 247 and 2020. I chaplain Sikafutu means 1,000 shells with gold dust spread across all the richness of our culture and our desire to cement the good relations between Ghana and Mali. That's the presentation.
Did your camera be?
Oh no,
oh.
Sport now.
Is you know my own? Yes, for the men, yes, smart. I'm judge well.
This was specially voted by Otumfuo.
To His Majesty Otumfuo.
It's a singular and privilege for me on behalf of His Excellency Ahmed President of the Republic of Mali to offer you to present to Your Majesty his gift, which symbolizes the strongness, the exemplary character, as evocated a few minutes ago, of the historic relations for these
In 300 feet, turn left.
With Cox's fiber-powered internet, you can do brilliant things.
Exit approaching.
Like upload your voice to Dad's GPS in no time flat.